following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the...
It's week 8 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the Packers' leader at quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Packers and the Vikings.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Now, this defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Cousins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Meanwhile, Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
First down, Vikings.
Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Cousins.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the
Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
Yeah, they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Packers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And Marcus Davenport, former Saint, in on the stop there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Now 3rd and 15.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Cousins. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brian Asamoah.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they won't absorb their lessons.
A gain of 32 that time. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll go with a keeper, and he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Cousins to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Throwing is Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Minnesota.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
Oh, what a juke into space. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. They'll look to throw again.
At the 42-yard line.
And that is incomplete here.
What would look like a march to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Cousins now. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
To Jefferson on the slant.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They're going for it. Here's Madison.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, if you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with a Packer.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Cousins, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Holding offense.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Still 3rd down.
22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Cousins now on 2nd down.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He's across midfield
and all the way down to the 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Up the middle, Jones.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Brian Asamoah
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you. Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half.
Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs,
31 yards.
and the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Throwing is Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
They'll throw again. Cousins.
He has his target. It's Addison.
Touchdown!
Jordan Addison.
From 13 yards out.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 5, 1:14 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
Cousins to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
This is 1st and 10.
Now Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle, got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in, going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
offense by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.